everybody! Welcome back to episode 28 of Cantripped. I know it's been a while since we recorded.
I don't remember anything that happened last time.
I'll recap, don't worry. I'll give an extensive recap because I watched the episode today because I was like, I don't remember anything that happened today. So I put that shit on 2x speed to remind myself. Anyway, my name is Jamie. As per usual, I will be DMing our adventure today, and here is my party.
Hello, I'm Arch. I play Kieran.
What's up? I'm Beck. I play Rowan.
Hi, I'm Connor. I play Dan.
Hi, I'm Momboo or Strawberry, and I play Ani.
Yay!
We all sound so energetic and ready to be here.
I'm sorry, I'm sleepy.
Yeah, guys, we were literally so energetic yapping.
Listen, I tried to be professional in the intro. I am high energy. I am here.
I'm so high energy, my voice just hasn't realized that yet.
Okay. Last time on Cantripped, so extensive recap, we left off basically about to leave from the manor of the silverlings. We went over there to revive Fry and see their transport that they have set up, after Rowan made a deal to get those two things to get us to Estelyra. So we met Valfy, number 2, which nobody got my joke for, by the way, and it was so embarrassing listening back, and I might cut it out. I haven't decided yet.
What was the joke?
The joke was that we made a Nurse Joy joke about, no, don't make me explain the joke again, Connor, oh my god. We made a Nurse Joy joke about Valfy the first time, and then I brought her back. You got it, Connor, you got it, and everyone else was sitting
Nobody
there
nobody got the joke. I remember
You
pointing
got
out
the
the joke.
Anyway, Valfy brought Fry back, so we have Fry with us now. And then we went and we saw the transport that they have made in the garage, which is like basically a horse and carriage using a air elemental that helps it fly, but the air elemental looks like a horse. Blah 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 blah. And then we left off right as Rowan's mother had revealed that she was sending a chaperone with you guys on your trip across.
Mother.
So we'll pick up there where we left off. You hear footsteps approaching from around the corner of the front of the entrance to the garage, and then after a second you actually realize that they're not footsteps, they're hoof steps. And a satyr walks into the garage.
Do I know them?
I don't think you would, to be honest with you.
Oh, okay.
A satyr walks into the garage because I feel like you haven't met very many satyrs, which we've established that they're not very common in the kingdoms. However,
I feel like Kieran is doing that thing where he like is so curled up in his hood, but he's also like side-eyeing. Where's you guys know that one gif of that, like, I don't know what if it's like this. Hold on. It's
I need
that,
the reference.
that thing, okay? If you look up side-eye
The
gifs for the
monkey
viewers,
side-eyeing
it's the
thing.
monkey side-eyeing. It's that. He's trying to be so unnoticed right now. He's
So
looking.
this satyr walks into the garage up to you guys. They're walking very quickly, similar to Mrs. Silverling. They have a like clipboard on their arm, preparing all their things. They have long micro braids that are kind of pulled back at the base of their neck and darker skin. They're wearing a very similar uniform to the rest of the Silverling employees, but with additional leather armor around like their chest and stomach and on their arms. Something that I feel like would stand out to you guys after hanging out with Kieran is that they don't have anything concealing their goat legs. Their hooves are out.
The dogs are out. No.
They are clip-clopping across the garage.
Dog.
Damn! Put those hooves away. Kieran's like, you
could do that?
I didn't know you could do that.
I feel like there's also some like just like physical noticeable differences from Kieran, which is that they have physical goat eyes, like the goat pupils going on with their eyes, and their ears are a little bit bigger, fluffier, but they sort of kind of trot up and go, all right, so my understanding the assignment is that we're going to Estelyra and back. We're picking someone up, correct? Taking the new transport I see, and how many people are coming? The 4 of you? And me, obviously.
If you need to like check some things off your fancy clipboard, we can check them off and be on your way. So you can like take. Is my mom still standing there?
Yeah.
Actually,
think-
you know what? Yeah, we're gonna like we could just check
Oh, you're still
check them
going.
off and be on your way. We don't. We we don't need this.
They're doing what I'm doing, which is standing here tapping their pen on their clipboard, staring you down the whole time you yap, which is similar to what your mom is doing as well. And they're like, well, no offense, sweetie, I answer to above you, and from my understanding is you're not going on this trip without me.
Okay, don't call me sweetie, or I'll push you out of the cart when we're in midair. All right?
I would love to see you try.
Mother, I'm 24. I don't need a babysitter.
I think your mom just crosses her arms and is like, this is non-negotiable. I've made that very clear. Do you want to get to Estelyra?
You made it very clear, pointedly after I said yes.
Sweetie, you haven't learned all of my tricks quite yet.
Oh, I know enough of them. I just got rusty, apparently.
And that's exactly what we're hoping to resolve here. And she will like gesture with her hand and kind of intentionally pass the attention back to this satyr, who goes, right, my name is Auburn Hamilton. I believe that is all I need from you guys. Meet back here at, let's say, 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, same place.
Or we could go now.
Well, I believe that we'd need a little bit more time to prepare.
Okay, well, I believe we have a friend in danger who we have no idea how much time they have left. So
I was put on this to create the schedule. I've created the schedule. I don't feel comfortable flying at night. I'm sure that Remy would also not feel comfortable with us flying at night.
then you don't have to come. There we go. Problem
I-
solved.
I feel like we're repeating ourselves, and that's not productive for either of us. And you know,
Oh, I don't like you.
I can live with that. Listen, I'm not an asshole. We can move it up to first light tomorrow morning, maybe even a little bit before if we are all here prompt on time, which should be about 4:35 tomorrow. Does that work? Can we compromise? The silence is so loud, guys.
Mhm.
It's on purpose from my end. I think Rowan's just like staring him down.
The pen is
just
I'm letting
very
powering.
Rowan
well.
handle this. This is not.
They're staring
Darren's
back.
like, this is not my.
I think Kieran will pipe up when it's been quiet, and he'll be like, "Yeah, that's okay." But he doesn't like pointedly look or make eye contact, but he just answers.
When Kieran says something, Rowan will like kind of sigh and drop her head, and she'll go, "All right, fucking fine then. We'll do that."
Thank you. I'll kind of look down at Kieran approvingly and then back up and is like, all right, sort your business. Enjoy the kingdom.
Not likely.
See you guys soon. And we'll like turn on their heel and head right back on out.
I'm imagining little hoofs sound like
Yep.
keels when they're clicking on the workshop floor.
Flop, flop.
Hmm.
Is mom still there? Is she just standing there?
Yeah, she is still there.
Okay. I'm gonna look at her and I'm gonna go, "Are we done?"
Yes. I mean, I think they made that very clear.
Great.
I'll see you out. Or would you rather stay? Have your old roommate?
I'd rather kick rocks with open-toed fucking shoes. All right, bye.
All right, I thought that was a stretch.
If either we're leaving or mom's leaving, I think I want to lean over to Kieran and I go, "All right, so here's the trick. You never give in. You gotta wait for them to break first, because then you
Just
get it."
slowly turns to look at Rowan and just stares really big, but lets you keep talking.
You gotta let them break first, because if you hold the silence out for long enough, people get uncomfortable and they'll just start giving you what you want.
Does that work for you?
I don't think that was going to happen. I think you were just not going to get what you want. I don't think silence equals good.
Yeah, at the moment we don't hold a whole lot of cards, Rowan.
Yeah, so I was trying to use tension as a card. You know, you
I-
see
I-
where this is coming from? Like, I don't have many cards to play.
I don't think it was working.
I mean, it's surely a tactic.
It's
but-
a tactic. But like, I
Listen.
don't think that was going to work. I don't think it's a time for bartering, and it's a solution. It's transportation. It's something.
Yeah, we won't be able to get much done with her hounds, but breathing down our neck the whole time.
I've never met someone like that. And I think he trails off and forgets that he's talking to Rowan about like the whole silent treatment thing, and he's just staring at where they were.
Like what?
Shakes his head. Nothing. We should like go to bed and rest and pack.
I guess.
Where are we spending the night? Are we going back to the boat?
I mean, we can.
One last boat time.
That's where I would like to go.
You say I feel like Annie has to give some instructions to her crew or something. If
To
we're
the
not.
Yeah.
boat.
Yes,
Maybe
crew.
we're going back to the
Let's
boat.
go back. Let's go back.
So we're heading back to the ship. I think there's a really cute moment where when like Fry arrives back and the rest of the crew is like, "Hey, oh my gosh!" and like welcomes them back. Annie, I don't know how much you participate in that. Probably a little bit.
Probably. I go up to the crew and I'm like, okay, we're back for like tonight, and then we're going back out again.
And I think Manao is like, what would you like us to do in the meantime?
I mean, I'm not sure how long this is gonna take. If you guys do want to stick around, you can. Honestly, I would rather you guys just go out and try and get some work done because we do need to, get back to our actual profession, which is pirating. um, so if you can, maybe while I'm gone, start working on that again. But
Work on pirating.
work on that.
on
Well,
pirating.
work on pirating. I mean, usually if I'm here, then it's easier. But it's like, it's more of like not like a regular profession. It's just you go and you go do it. Like you don't.
you can see Manao swallowing the fact that he's gonna have to be in charge again, and he's like, okay, I got this, and then he just kind of like nods and he's like, all right, hi, Captain. We'll circle back in a couple of days to the port.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
All right.
If I need to, I should have Cayenne back by then. So I can always send Cayenne to find you guys if I need to, because they're obviously faster than me.
I think the whole crew gets very excited when you say that, and everyone's like there's a whisper that's like, "Oh, Cayenne's gonna be back, Cayenne!" Like everyone's very excited to have Cayenne back.
That's my son. That's my
That's
boy.
my son.
That's my son. That's my boy. Cayenne.
And then Manal will turn and be like, "All right, enough loitering, back to work," and kind of wave everyone off. I mean, I am totally fine to just skip to the next morning. I do have one thing to do first, but anyone feel free to let me know if you have any like specific conversations you want to bring up or anything. While we have a little bit of downtime, but I do have secrets for Momboo.
For me.
Ooh.
Yeah,
That's
do
so
secrets.
exciting.
You do secrets. I was gonna have Dan ask about Rowan's interaction with her mom, but that's less important.
If you
than
want to do,
secrets.
No,
if you want to do that, you go right ahead.
I would say let's do that first, and then we can
Okay.
end the night on secrets.
Okay.
I think Dan is just gonna sidle up to Rowan and be like, so how did that go in the period where we were just standing in a hallway for a while? Didn't seem great.
It's fine. It's gonna be fine.
How much did you have to give up for it to be fine?
They were only words. She can't hold me to anything. Not really.
Some people can find a way to twist words quite a long way.
I may or may not have told her I would come home. I ran away once before, I can do it again. Granted, it might be harder a second time if she's expecting it, but I can do it again. So, it's nothing. Nothing compared to... It's nothing.
Well, if you need someone to bust you out, we're getting the experience in with Neff, so.
I might take you up on that.
Dan will just like pat Rowan on the shoulder again. You don't get heroism or whatever I cast last time, but
Aw.
that was it.
Yeah, a little
Aw.
bit.
Actively
Yeah.
fighting the Southern every time I speak now.
Dad, get out of here. Dad.
Starbucks recipe. You
Dad.
gotta get
Go.
out of here.
All right. If I could ask my Pookies to head to the corner,
Time out.
except for you, Momboo.
Tee.
I banished them.
They're getting banished.
You head back to your corners for a much needed moment of silence to breathe away from, the everything.
Yeah.
And your silence is unfortunately interrupted very quickly. There's kind of a soft knock at the door.
Come in.
There's a moment as if the person is deciding whether or not they actually want to come in. And then it opens and you see Reed standing there, the halfling that we had spoken to earlier, who had done the job with the first indicated that the party was interested in, and that initially led you to the port where you found the party. Just a quick recap.
Yes. Of course. I needed it too, so you're good.
Okay, good. I'm glad. The live studio audience gasps as he walks in the soundstage,
Yeah. And then there's like a light, like little applause, but they don't like it's like unsure.
And he goes, hi, Captain.
Hello, did you need anything?
Yes, listen. Okay, I was nervous to say, and in front of everyone, in front of your new friends, but I want to stay here on the crew, and I feel like I can't do that in good faith without being completely honest. I didn't tell everything.
Of course you didn't. Okay.
And he will like kind of walk up to your desk and he goes, I knew a little bit more about the party than I let on, specifically who they're looking for in Estelyra. They told me that he's wanted throughout, not past just Estelyra, through all of the kingdoms, but it's Estelyra who wants him for a list of crimes so long I don't even remember all of them. I assume that the rest of the group are people of interest in that as well with Estelyra. I don't know how wanted they are, but enough that I knew to look out for them. So there's that, and then the more important part is there's this. He like sets his fist on the table and places a like little silver oval pendant on a chain that has the Force Indicated symbol pressed into the center of the metal. And he goes, they gave me this. They said it would be a form of identification if I needed work with them later. To be honest, I was going to keep it just because it seems like it might be worth something, but it's just burning a hole in my pocket now. No pun intended. Sorry. I'm sorry. No.
Annie's gonna kind of go to like kind of pick it up by the chain because you said it's a pendant, right?
Yeah.
He picks it up by the chain and kind of like rotates it, and then looks up at him and goes, "Well, you giving this to me is a sign of good faith, I suppose. Though you did hold back some stuff, so."
In my defense, they did kill someone else, like right beforehand.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Oh, cool. Are they going to be staying on the crew?
I mean, not forever,
I
no.
mean, that's your decision. I'm not. Okay, cool. It was just.
I think it's not bad to have friends who do stuff like we've done worse. I'm going to be honest with you. Even before you've joined the crew, we've done much worse. Honestly, it's good to have allies in other corners rather than just the sea.
That's very true. It's very true. I trust your judgment. I just wanted to come fully clean.
That's good. I'm glad that you came and talked to me. I didn't expect this, so this is very odd, but thank you for the pendant. This will definitely help with something at some point. um, I'm sure. You're welcome. You're not kicked out of the crew or anything. You're fine. If you had like done something extreme, maybe, but you just withheld information, which, hey, that's the sign of a good pirate, if I'm going to be honest. So,
I think he'll like smile slightly and nod and be like, well, that's everything. That's everything. I promise. Thank you for your time.
of course,
And then we'll.
I go back out. I'm sure that they're going to be preparing a lot of stuff for while I'm gone, so you probably want to be on board for that.
And he'll go, aye, Captain, and then head back out again. One last thing.
Oh.
There's a moment of kind of awkward silence throughout this cabin. Is like, your moment returns. You like look down at this pendant in your hand. It's got the symbol pressed into one side, and it's got sort of like I said it was an oval, but it's got sort of like a detailed little metal working around the border of it. And you flip it over, and the other side is just like smooth silver, and it's got a nice chain. And as you were about to like place it back down and kind of, put it away for the night, you hear a voice that kind of echoes through the cabin in a spooky way. And it just goes, "You're not Reed, are you?"
No, I'm not. Who is this?
Well, someone who could be of interest to you. My name is Valeric. And yours?
I don't give my name out for nothing. Who are you?
Well, good thing I already know what it is, Annie. I was
Yes.
sincerely hoping that Reed would let it fall into more capable hands.
Well, that's a backhanded insult, but okay.
Not to you, of course. I believe we can help each other.
Well, considering this is a Force syndicated pendant, I'm assuming you're one of them.
Oh, yes, of course. You're very bright. And if you are who I have assumed you are, I've taken a little bit of a risk on that one, but you don't seem to have corrected me, then I believe that we have something you're looking for as well.
I mean, I feel like that's fairly obvious, yes.
The star of the Royal Avian Show doesn't go out of sight for very long, not an easy bird to forget, I'm sure.
Where do you have him? Do you have him with you now? Is he?
Oh, I mean, not with me in the room, no, but I assure you he's plenty safe.
What do you want?
You've made some friends recently?
I make a lot of friends.
You know the specific friends I'm referring to.
Say I do.
I want them to stop meddling in one way or another.
Well, you have someone they want too, right?
That's correct, and that would be why I want them to stop meddling. But, no pun intended, Diacthrakil has been a thorn in my side for quite a while.
Which one is that?
I believe he goes by Dan now.
Ah, yes, I do know who you're talking about.
I thought so. Now, I'm sure there's some plan forming. I'm sure you have some kind of plan. I'm here to offer you my own.
I'm listening.
If you can get them to Estelyra and into this specific address that I will give you, I can make arrangements for retiring the star of the avian show early to go home to have a long, loving family life.
Annie's gonna kind of stay silent for a second. And then he's gonna pick the pendant back up.
Mhm.
And just like kind of brush her thumb over the symbol on it.
Mhm.
And they're gonna say, this isn't my first time dealing with you lot. Far from it. I've dealt with you since I was just a kid. Even before I got my bird, but I'm gonna say this frankly. I don't work with people who do backhanded deals like you do.
Hmm.
You may be able to promise me one thing, but knowing how you work, you don't really keep up with promises that well. Just like you did with my mother. And she's gonna drop down the pendant and walk out of the cabin.
That's so good.
Tee 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 tee.
Okay, well, that's all I got. I will tell the Pookies to come back.
Hooray, hooray, hooray. Yippee, yippee, yippee.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh,
Thank you. Sorry, I had
okay.
to let that one out. I
Well-
don't know what that was. Who said that? That's crazy.
I think we'll jump ahead and get to everyone arriving back at the garage, the Silverling garage the next morning. Yes?
Sure.
Yeah.
Unless
Cool.
anyone wants to wake up earlier than the crack of dawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get there and Auburn is already waiting there. They are actually when you walk in on their hands and knees inspecting the underside of the carriage, which is sitting idle in the garage. Oh, all right. Well, morning, everyone. Are we all ready to get going?
Been ready for a while.
Right. Right. Well, notice how I started with good morning?
Notice how I don't care.
I mean, it's not really morning anymore, but it is.
Good morning.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Well, and they will pull like aviator goggles out of their like bag that they've packed and snap them over their face.
Of
And they'll-
course.
And then open the. What do you mean? Of course.
They're just a
aviator
whimsical little
glasses.
guy.
I was thinking like sunglasses and just being like, yeah, let's begin with this.
No, like the goggles.
No, like they're about to fly
Oh my
a stagecoach into
No,
the
okay,
air.
that makes more sense.
I was like, what do I not know about aviator goggles?
I thought it was about to be one of those douchebags that was like slow putting on sunglasses before they did something cool.
Yeah, they are, and it's flying the entire ship.
Their hair is pulled back tighter into a braid, into one large braid instead, and kind of like tucked under their clothes. And they open the stagecoach door for you guys and kind of gesture inside.
Yeah, I guess we're going. I don't. Yeah.
Yes, we were on. All right, they'll hop back on front. You guys from inside the carriage feel like the sort of shaking of the, I wanted to say engine starting, that's not what it is, of the air elemental waking up, I suppose, and it starts like kind of swirling and you feel like kind of a cold wind rush over you as it flows through these pipes that lead along the sides of the carriage up to the front, and then it forms into that shape of that wind kind of clouded horse that kind of paws at the ground. And then peeking out the windows, you'd see the walls of the garage do the same thing, where it kind of folds aside like a curtain and pulls up. Auburn speaks, and their voice kind of comes into the main cabin as they've hopped up on the little front. I don't know what the parts of a stagecoach are called, but you know the little front part where they sit to drive.
where the guy sits. Yeah.
Yeah. They're up there. They'll kind of like turn over their shoulder to look through the window between you, and be like, "Everybody buckled in?"
Yep.
And then they will head off. It's maybe a slightly bumpier takeoff than the little test run that you did, if for no other reason, just because it is a much higher altitude takeoff that we're going for. They will soar up into the air, and you can look out the windows and see as Carivia disappears behind you into the clouds. It's still pretty dark out, so you can only see kind of little spots of firelight as you get up and the sun just begins to rise. We would imagine a plane flight. It's maybe not quite that high.
We
But
all die of
somewhere around the middle.
asphyxiation.
You all die, yeah, actually. Sorry. End of session. Fade to black.
Damn.
Like
picturing like a Peter Pan style cresting over the tops of buildings vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I roll to perceive like the inside of this carriage?
Yeah.
Are there any like cameras or bugs? Has my how strongly is my mother tracking us at this exact moment?
Roll perception.
Okay, let's see. Do my glasses work? Let's find out. That is a 16.
Yeah, I mean, as far as you can tell, Auburn can hear into the cabin.
Okay.
Said, given how they spoke to you and heard when you responded,
Mhm.
but there is no other visible like spyware or spell work that you could pick up on aside from just what's making the carriage work.
Okay. I think she kind of relaxes once that happens, just because, like, they run a security company.
Yeah,
so
that is fair.
I feel like she's, I haven't talked to you about this before, but now that I'm thinking about it, I think her childhood bedroom was probably bugged. which.
That's
think
traumatic.
Yeah, I think she's gone through some shit in the terms of privacy.
That's horrifying. Jesus.
But yeah, I think she'd just like visibly relax once like
Just done her inspection. Yeah.
Yeah, like I think she knows Auburn can hear them talk, but it's more the fear of something we say is going to be recorded and sent back
Gotcha.
to people that made me nervous, not just her. But yeah.
While we're in the air.
Yeah.
Because Annie has some things to say.
Oh, secrets?
A little bit, yes. Annie's gonna kind of turn to the party and is gonna go, okay, while we're up here, and while I guess only the driver up there is listening, I'm not gonna pry into your business. I don't, whatever the hell is going on with your mom. But last night I did receive a little bit more information on about what we're heading into.
What kind of information?
Well, my source from the crew did admit that he was withholding a little bit of information. Nothing too crazy.
About what?
Well, he did know about you lot before you guys joined the crew and everything.
I mean, if we need to speak to him again about that whole incident, we can.
No, he is fine. He proved to me in the second part of what I'm about to say that he is fine. He has pretty much just proved his loyalty to my crew, so that's what really matters to me.
To your crew?
Let me keep explaining. I heard from him that he knew of you lot before you joined the crew. He informed me that the Force Syndicated know about you all.
Huh. Great. We kind of knew that.
It gets worse. He also gave me a pendant, and Annie's gonna pull out the pendant that was given, because they did go back and get it.
Okay.
And she's gonna say, he said that he got this from the last job he did for them.
I think as you're holding the pendant, you are like kind of looking back down at it, and you see on the backside where it was clean before, there is an address, like pressed into the metal now.
Huh.
Dan's trying so hard not to just snatch that out of your hand right now.
Do you want to roll to not do that? And you wanna leave it up to the dice?
You know what?
Leave
Sure,
it up
I'll
to the
roll
dice.
to not do that. What am I rolling for?
We do. I have noticed sometimes we get so into the vibes of the roleplay we completely forget to roll any dice for an
you
entire
said, "Can I roll
episode.
perception?" And I said, "Oh yeah." It's been an
Because
hour. and
sometimes
we
you
haven't-
just need to convince the DM. That's
Yeah,
the real answer.
we're
to that
really
question.
good at convincing the DM.
and you guys are really good at just saying something, and I'm like, "That's fucking cool. Let's go."
That's a 10.
I would say you reach for it, in my professional opinion.
Can I sleight of hand or something to pull it out of the way?
I was gonna say, can I sleight of hand to try and take it?
Okay, yeah. Let's roll contested sleight of
Do
hand.
you want to contest sleight of hand?
You don't want to contest sleight of hand with me, buddy.
I know that I don't, but I want to
You gotta
try.
do it anyway.
That's a 25.
Oh my god!
Oh god, that's a 7.
And he's gonna pull it back.
Yeah, Dan just goes to swipe at it, and Annie's like, no.
No.
And Annie's gonna go, if you would let me explain, I would tell you what's on it.
If you would explain faster, maybe we wouldn't be having an issue.
We're in the air. We have
I
time.
think we have an interrupting problem, guys.
Yeah, I think so.
Quiet time. Finish your story.
Thank you. He gave this to me, and when he left my cabin, the pendant, or something attached to the pendant, spoke to me. It was a man, I believe, named Valeric.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Great, that's awesome. You have a pendant that speaks in voices to you. Cool.
I'm continuing my story. I know that you're having a rough last couple days, but can you let me talk?
You were the one who did the pause.
Easy, guys.
You know,
easy.
maybe I don't need to tell you. Maybe I can just put
No,
this away.
please, can you
Yeah,
just...
me specifically, we can go onto we can go stand in the corner.
No, I will tell you. I'll tell you. He tried to get me to betray you lot because he did tell me where Cayenne was. And he does know that we're on our way. He knew my name. He knew Dan's, I guess, true name.
Yeah, he knows a lot of those. You guys remember when you broke me out of prison that one time? And he's why I sort of tried to fight him. He had few guards on the payroll, so it kind of didn't end well for me.
He offered me Cayenne in exchange for dropping you guys off at, I guess, this address, and I flip the pendant over to show them.
Mm.
And I honestly don't care if he's listening right now. I don't work with the Force Syndicated, so we're not doing that.
Well, that's a relief, I guess. Thank you.
But we now have this to work with, and I need you lot to understand that I'm helping you, and I need you to help me. I understand that you're here for your friend. So, I don't even remember your friend's name, I'm going to be honest with you. I need my bird back. And this was a difficult choice to make.
We're gonna get your bird back. It's fine. Hopefully, by the end of it, Valeric isn't gonna be there either. So
We have broken out of prison situations before. What are you asking us to do here?
I'm not asking you to do anything. I'm just saying this is the additional information I got. Whether you guys want to construct a plan around that, that's up to you. But
I mean, listen. I say we get the bird out of the way to start with. We'll find the bird, and if we don't find enough while we're looking for the bird, we move from there.
I mean, it is the first address we got.
I mean, other than the royal palace, which is probably a little harder to get into than whatever this address is.
Yeah, I imagine so.
Address is just 100 Estelyra Street, Estelyra.
100 Estelyra Street. Man, I heard that's a rough part of town. Okay, well, you need your bird, we need your friend. They're in two different spots.
Well, I do remember that he was talking about how Cayenne technically is a performer for the royal family.
Right now?
Does it do magic tricks or?
Well, that's the thing. Cayenne is part Phoenix.
Oh.
So does it do magic tricks?
Yes, yes. To put it frankly, yes.
Guys.
Wait. So hang on. So is Cayenne being held hostage by the First Syndicated? And is that what's going on here?
I think that Cayenne was captured by the Syndicated, but I think that now they're being held by the royal family.
Well,
I'm starting to really hate royal families. No offense, Kieran.
You're from a royal family?
Oh my god.
No.
Kieran shrinks up.
forget you heard that.
None of my business. You guys have a lot going on. Sorry.
Dan just like leans forward, head in his hands, like, oh,
Take one job. Do not open your mouth.
I pat him on the shoulder. Okay, so you're saying you need to get a bird that is being held by the royal family, and someone gave you a direct line to that bird if we show up.
Technically, yes.
All right, this is risky This is risky, so feel free to shoot this down if y'all have a better plan. What if you do give us up?
I didn't think you guys would want that. That's not. I mean, sure, you've broken out of a prison before, but
Our friend is in that prison, we think. We've inferred. What better way to get a direct line, right?
I mean, it's not a bad lead, but
I don't love it, but Ron's right. I mean,
You don't have to go.
it'll be the easiest way to get inside, and
We could split up.
I mean, I'd rather be on the inside than fumbling around outside of wherever we're going.
it's not a bad choice. Are you lot good at espionage? Do you have experience in this?
Oh yeah, I'm great at keeping secrets.
Oh yeah.
Kieran's eyes.
As we just saw.
Kieran's eyes so deeply.
I'm not feeling confident.
Just being sarcastic. He's not that dumb. You see, what's
Dan
his
is not
intelligence
stupid.
modifier?
It might be a good idea if, in case things go south, at least one of us is on the outside.
Any volunteers?
I mean, if I'm the lot putting you guys in, I guess I have to stay out. So,
That's true.
I mean, unless one of you wants to tag along with me, but I don't know how well that would work.
Did they give you specifics? Are they only going to give you the bird if it's all of us?
They said they specifically wanted Dan. That is what they specifically said.
Yeah, I figured. It's not too shocking.
But I'm sure that they would want the rest of you. If anything,
Do they know about the rest of us?
yes, they do.
That's my bad.
Well, yeah, you guys know that specifically Rowan was the one that Annie was looking out for. That
Yeah.
Reed mentioned in the first place.
Well, that was
because
for
of
the
got my
knife.
knife.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, the knife. True.
Mhm.
I got my
So
knife.
Kieran might be in the clear.
Yeah, Kieran the Royal, completely in the clear.
One you could get a good ransom for.
The runaway prince. Yeah.
I don't think
Mhm.
particularly any of you blend in, if I'm going to be honest.
In the nicest way possible, Annie. I don't think you blend in a whole lot either. You are on fire actively right now.
I blend in on land, not on the. I'm fine. I have a bigger name, not here.
To be fair, she tricked us initially.
True. You guys didn't know who I was.
We didn't.
And I'm pretty good at disguising myself, not to lie.
Right, I'll concede.
Magic is a thing.
Just it's a plan, but I'm gonna look at Dan and I'm like, I'm not gonna ask you to step back into a prison.
I've been in enough prisons before. It's fine. And it seems like you guys have broken people out of more than one, or at least you have.
I haven't.
You have you got a 1-on-1 track record.
You did all right the first time.
Dan gives Kieran a high five.
We didn't actually have to fight out of that prison, though. I think we would have to fight out of this one. We got really lucky. It was extremely easy.
Kieran,
Well,
We
I'm
did a
looking-
lot of communication in that one. I don't know if this next one's going to have a lot of communication and bribery.
Key.
I
I'm
think they're gonna put us in a box.
Key. I grab
think
you
they're gonna
by
put us
the
in the
shoulders.
box.
I grab you by the shoulders. Key.
I don't think I want to go to
Key.
prison.
Key. I guarantee you, Tortellini can break you out of any situation you ever find yourself into.
I think you'll be just
so
fine,
right.
actually.
Never mind. Everyone else, I hope you're okay. I'm set.
You have a dragon in your coat.
From what I know, they have no idea about that either. I did not
He's
hear
eating a
any
raw
tales of that.
marshmallow.
He's eating a marshmallow.
Yes. He comes out, big
Raw
chunk of marshmallow in his hand.
Bro, implying that it
Oh my
needs to be
God.
cooked.
Yeah. I think Kieran thinks they do. It's not cooked. He thinks they should be
It's not
cooked.
toasted yet.
He thinks they should be toasted. That's his perception.
I love this podcast because every time we do a session, I end up crying laughing at some point.
Raw marshmallow is my favorite thing.
Okay. With a plan in motion, are we ready to skip to landing in Estelyra to round off the episode?
OMG.
Yeah,
I think
I
so.
suppose so. Does Auburn have anything to say about the plan involving His boss's daughter willingly walking into prison?
We're just not saying that out. I'm assuming in my heart of hearts, please tell me, God, we're more competent than this.
they-
I'm assuming we're not saying this very loudly in
Oh,
front of
we're
them.
keeping
I
it.
Like,
assumed we were
please
whispering.
assume that
Well-
we are not.
Okay.
Auburn does not say
Okay.
anything until we land. Heading back, you can see kind of trees coming into focus, and first of all, large trees. The biggest trees any of you have ever seen in your entire life. Like, I'm picturing just a little bit short of like the redwoods vibe of trees here. So we touch down between two trees, and you can see, looking out the window, looking forward, the trees get thicker the farther into the forest. But we landed safely a little bit ways out of there. Auburn comes over the little speaker in the cabin. Their voice is projected through the cabin, and just goes, "All right, so we've landed. We're a little bit of a ways away, but we should be getting there soon. When we do get to the gates, just stay in the cabin. I've got all the necessary paperwork, and I will get us in. Any help from you guys would just slow it down. I need to make that very clear." And then just kind of like, the carriage is moving at like a normal horse pace through the woods, maybe a little bit quicker than a normal horse pace. But you see as like the trees get thicker around you and closer together, it gets darker as the leaves cover just kind of close in around you. And then looking out towards the windows, I'm saying as if you're looking out the windows at what's in front of us, there's sort of a moment where you stop seeing the gaps between the trees, and it takes your eyes a moment to focus. You swear like it just looked like a solid wall of trees, and then like you shake your head for a moment, and then no, you swear you could move through the trees, and then you blink again and they're solid together. And eventually we pull close enough up where you are like, okay, 100% sure that is just a wall of trees. It's sort of hard to focus on the wall and where it starts, but Auburn stops the carriage a ways away, and you guys can hear that same rumbling that you would be well familiar with from the deserts of Macaron, where you can feel something sort of moving, shifting through the earth. It feels almost even deeper here, where in Macaron it felt sort of like a surface tremor, but here it feels like the very depths of your bones, like there is just something much larger moving through the earth here. One of those moving trees sidles up, removing itself smoothly from the sort of wall of trees, and slides through the earth, carving this path through the earth that sort of seals itself up behind it, but not in the same way where it carved these large scores through the earth in the sand in Macaron. The earth kind of like tucks itself back in around it as it moves, lending some speed to it that we haven't seen before. But it moves up to just a couple feet away from the front of the carriage, and you would be able to see through this front window as a little dryad sort of peels herself out of the tree, where her uniform, it sort of looks like armor. She's got a helmet on that kind of has the same pattern as tree bark, and it's almost like the tree bark just sort of peels back and reveals itself to be her as she steps out and sort of flies up to where Auburn is and goes, "Identification?" Auburn dutifully pulls out all of the appropriate paperwork, the appropriate badge that she has for working with the silverlings and everything like that, hands it over. The dryad sort of like looks over the paperwork, and then you see one of the branches of this tree kind of move down, and the leaves sort of brush over the paperwork. And then the dryad hands it back to Auburn and lets out a loud whistle. And then you're watching as the tree moves itself back amongst this wall of trees that you can never quite bring into focus, but it begins to part down the middle. And you can see as the ground sort of rumbles and splits and a path forms itself between the trees as the branches sort of arch over the top and form this perfectly sort of unnaturally clean circle of trees where the roots touch at the bottom and the branches touch at the top that you can pass through. The dryad waves you on, and the carriage begins to move again as it travels through this wall. And immediately you notice that you can't see very deep into this pathway. The darkness kind of starts just a couple feet ahead of you, and then once we are fully into the trees, the darkness starts again just a couple feet behind us as we're moving through this. But you can see, sort of flitting in and out of that darkness, is many more of these little bark dryads that kind of flit around the carriage, and you can sort of hear this like movement of them all around the carriage as they sort of inspect the whole thing. You see one of them come up to the window and kind of peer in before backing off again. And then once we get through this, you see the darkness kind of dissipate again as the city beyond sort of begins to come into view, the outskirts of this city, and you see these dryads flitter away back into the wall as these trees close behind you. And it's that same thing where once those two trees come together, you can no longer see where that wall starts. It's kind of really hard to bring into focus where the trees stop having space between them.
Welcome in.
Welcome to Estelyra.
Yippee!
That's not concerning at all.
Hooray! Yippee!
Hello?
That's good.
Yeah.
I honestly think that Auburn will come over their little spell and say the same thing that I said, which is just like, welcome to Estelyra. Doesn't stop the carriage, continues moving as we get farther into the city, and won't stop until we get towards kind of the center of the city, where you can now see this big twisting wooden castle, where it's once again, it almost blends in with the trees, and it's hard to see where the base of that castle starts, but it twists up way higher than the rest of the trees, and you can see that in the distance. And there's a little bit of a more crowded area. We've got a marketplace in the middle here. The buildings are taller than in Viewin, but more intricate than in Macaron and Carivia, or smaller than in Viewin, but more intricate than in the other two kingdoms. And they kind of like stack on top of each other as they're woven like between these trees and built up into the trees. And there's different size ladders strung between the trees and across. It's beautiful. It's a gorgeous thing. I feel like the construction wouldn't be something that you'd be familiar with, and most of you would have only ever seen this in pictures at the very most, except for I think we've confirmed that Dan has been here once.
Have I ever been here? Like as a kid? Have I ever been dragged along to like a business
don't-
meeting?
I don't think so, to be honest
enough.
with you. Or if you have, you were really little, and it was only once, or like at the very most twice. Like it's not a
Oh
it's
yeah,
not
I
a
don't
common
think it
place.
was like a common thing. I was just curious if it's like, have I ever done this
Yeah.
before? Ever?
Yeah. As you guys are beginning to look around the city, I'll end the episode on one final thing you'd spot, which is these sort of posts that they almost do look like the base of trees, but they're very clearly man-made, that are kind of stationed around this city, and they kind of arch up into these like little twisting branches that twist off at the top. But you can see down the center that there is these sort of like little winding tubes up near the top where the branches are of glass that lead down into this large kind of glass section near the bottom. And as you guys are watching, the sand, which had sort of like an ad for a store or something, some new like clothing item that someone was selling, kind of the image in the sand falls as the sand fades out of the bottom of this little glass chamber, and sand begins to travel down these small tubes and fill up the chamber again, and an image is burned into the sand that begins to reveal from bottom up, sort of like a printer style, as the sand fills it. And you would see a very familiar face printed on this beam. It is sort of in the style of a wanted poster, except for it no longer advertises a wanted criminal, but one who's already been caught. It advertises Neff's face front and center, and it has a list of various crimes against the royal family listed on the side, including theft, things like that. And then on the bottom it says public trial, and it would list a time later in the day.
I want Rowan to like kind of on instinct, like kind of grab Dan's arm and just go, maybe we're not going to the prison.
And that's where we'll end the episode. Thanks for giving me my chance to yap at the end. Thanks,
Yeah,
guys.
you guys are fun. I like the
So,
description.
Weave your tapestry.
tell your
episode.
story.
Weave your tapestry.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Cantripped. It's a fun one. It's been a while since we recorded, so forgive us for being a little rusty as we're falling back into things, but hopefully it will be consistent from here on out.
I'll call
on
it a
wood.
success. We
Knock on
rolled
wood.
dice.
We
We
rolled
remembered to roll
dice.
dice
That
this
was
time.
D&D.
You rolled dice.
Look at that.
Roll
It was D&D.
dice.
We rolled 2 dice. Hells yeah.
I need to stop playing Fifth Ed if I'm not gonna actually play Fifth Ed. I think is the lesson that I'm learning from this campaign. What do I normally say in the outro?
Okay, everyone, if you want to talk to us, go to the Discord. You can find us in there, or you can find us
The Discord, our Wayward Bones
Wayward Bones Discord.
Wayward Bones.
Wayward Bones. Wayward Bones.
You want to talk to the community, you can go on Tumblr. You can hit us up on Instagram. We are on Instagram. There is a TikTok account. You can go hit the TikTok account. Review us, like us, subscribe us on wherever you listen to this podcast. Reviews and rating
Something to comment.
really help us.
Comment.
What do we?
I was gonna say, comment, does the bird do magic tricks? What magic trick would you want the bird to do?
Yes, leave magic trick requests in the comments.
Or the bird.
We will make either Neff or the bird do them. You'll have to find out.
We will start a Patreon for the bird to do your magic trick.
And check us out on Patreon. Forgot to say.
Yeah, go to the Patreon. Is
So-
that all
That
the
is
things?
everything.
Is that all the
So
things?
we will see you
Hope you
in
enjoy Cantrip.
the next one.
Yay! We'll see you in the next
Bye.
one. Bye.
When this comes out, I'll
Party.
probably be in the US.
My house.
Yeah, I'm coming to your house, and I know what time I'm coming to your house.
I don't know what
And I
time I'm
know.
coming to your house.
You
I
can
should
just
book
appear-
that.
You could just appear